What's happening, gamers? Welcome to another exciting episode of Gamers Theory. I'm your host, 101, and this is 101's Three Kings of YouTube Gaming. We're gonna start off fast and quick with number 3, DJ Peach Cobbler. Now, we're just gonna cruise around a little bit while I discuss the gamers here on the list and enjoy the ambiance and the lovely sounds of the engine. Ah, shit. Let me turn my volume up a little bit here. A hint. Now, I chose DJ Peach Cobbler. He says, as he's about to say, not the biggest channel out there. He says, with his 10 subscribers. Whoa, a mighty force of YouTube gaming with his 10 subscribers. But DJ Peach Cobbler, a very well-worded person, and very in-depth and interwoven. Definitely not the traditional style of review there. But it's the kind of review that I think that our number 2 spot holder describes himself as making. It is more that kind of review than what that person describes actually makes. But it's some Shakespearean stuff. They're a trip to watch. DJ Peach Cobbler. Definitely check out the channel. It's like, I mean, man, it's a major trip. He goes on some flashbacks. He goes through history. He tells a story. It's an animated thing. I don't know. I seem to notice a trend that sparked up for a little bit at one time. Like, it seemed like a bunch of channels came out around the same time where the person was represented by some kind of animated pastry-based character. But none of the other ones, I don't remember any of the other ones, but I'll never forget binge watching a bunch of DJ Peach Cobbler, so definitely check that guy out. Real great, real entertaining videos. And I guess we'll switch over to number 2. The number 2 king of YouTube gaming, in my humble opinion. Yahtzee Croshaw. 0 punctuation. Man. Now, 0 punctuation. Now, he describes himself as, making very deep, sophisticated, intellectual. I know it's cheekily joking about it. His obscenity-riddled 10,000 mile an hour rants there, but I will admit that definitely until discovering Peach Cobbler, who is also very well-worded, large vocabulary, I don't think I have ever encountered, I mean, just in YouTube in general, I have found myself pulling out the old dictionary.com to look up words that Yahtzee has used, because he's got a very deep vocabulary. He's a British fellow. He moved out of Australia just in time. If you're jarred by... sorry, Yahtzee, but, if you're jarred by out-of-touch, left-leaning political commentary, and you can't handle that, then, maybe don't check it out. But, I mean, well, it's just the occasional jab, but... So I guess even if you're a easily triggered leftist. Go check it out. I mean, easily triggered, geez, I'm so used to saying that. Easily triggered constitutionalist or conservative or Trump supporter or libertarian. Go check that out. Yahtzee Croshaw, he has a wide variety of content. Judging by the Cover is a favorite series of mine. I kind of wish he'll visit that series again, make a few more. Old Let's Drowned Out veteran here, go check out that series. That's not even monetized. He doesn't make any money off of that. But it is basically the prequel to the post-zero punctuation stream, which is just a relaxed discussion and playing a bit of the game from the review, because mind you, he is the Eminem of video game reviews. His reviews travel on at an astonishing pace, and yeah, but they are definitely not, I will say this, I have never based a video game, man, this thing is hard to turn, a video game purchase off of a ZP review. Post-zero punctuation, I usually fall asleep to, but that's on purpose because I'm used to watching Let's Drowned Out. And when he's not going a gajillion miles a minute, he's pretty relaxing to listen to, actually. Ironically. But yeah, I've never based a video game purchase off of a zero punctuation episode. They're the kind of thing where it's funny by itself, regardless of how much you may or may not know about the game. But they're the kind of videos where you'll scroll through the videos section and see one on a game that you have or like or dislike, and that's the one that you're going to click. You're going to go, ooh, I wonder what he said about that one. You know what I mean? They're not the kind of videos that you watch before having the game. It's like watching an episode of Everything Wrong With. You see that they came out with an episode of something, and you want to watch the fucking movie before you watch the episode. Go check out Everything Wrong With. That's a good channel, too. What else would I like to say about the old yachts? You know, he's a man of many hats. You know, he's got books out. I already said, Judging by the Cover, Let's Drowned Out, Post ZP Stream, the normal episodes. Jesus. He's got a couple other, the Dungeons and Dragons podcast playthrough. There's a lot of stuff there. Go check him out. And that will bring us swiftly to number one. My number one king of YouTube gaming. And since he's an angry man, he's not an angry man, but to go along with the theme, we'll take the angriest character along for a bit of a cruise, haphazardly here. This is, I think, probably the third time I've recorded this video, so hopefully I can get this done swiftly. One time it didn't record, the other time I made it too long and farted around, you know, and then there's the usual, you know, pressing the record button on the camera and then brain farting for like 40 seconds and being like, alright, I'm out. But, so yeah, the number one king of YouTube gaming, in my humble opinion. Again. Angry Joe Vargas, motherfucker. The Angry Joe Show. Subscribe, bitches. Fucking definitely check out the Angry Joe Show. And now that I am mentioning the Angry Joe Show, I will... do I want to go ridiculous or steal this guy's muscle car? Hopefully he's not John Wick. The parameters, now that I'm getting to Angry Joe, the parameters sort of here that are qualifying you in the list is sort of a give myself somewhere to cruise to so I'm not driving aimlessly. Is a mixture of intelligence, sheer entertainment value, and helpfulness. Helpfulness as in, would I base... Because at the end of the day, for me, when it comes to a video game reviewer and a review, the number one goal, in my opinion, is to be able to base your next video game purchase off that review and afterwards be satisfied with the results of that. And so, while Yahtzee and DJ Peach Cobbler are on the list heavily due to sheer entertainment value and intelligence and depth in vocabulary, diversity in content as well, Joe, while also having these attributes, heavily is strong in the area of, yes, I definitely have purchased many video games and been satisfied with the experience after watching an Angry Joe review, seen games in GameStop and thought, I don't know, watch the review, boom, like it, dislike it. There has been times where he personally has disliked the game. This is a good thing, objectiveness, but has said, but you may be the type of person that likes this game for these exact aspects, so go check it out. I like certain things in games. I'm not going to go into that in this video, but there you go. They're hilarious reviews. They are the traditional style of review, if you will. They are good full episodes, usually at least over a half an hour long. So grab a snack and a drink. And also check out the Angry Joe movie reviews, because the same goes for the movie reviews. A lot of times, when I'm in the mood to watch a movie, I'll literally just go on YouTube, because, I don't pay attention to fucking commercials or ads or hardly anything that's really going on in the mainstream media, so I don't even know what the hell's going on when it comes to pop culture shit, So a lot of times if I'm in the mood to watch a movie, I'll just go on YouTube and type in Angry Joe movie review. I will go into his movie reviews and click on one that looks interesting. I'll watch enough of the review, maybe a few minutes of it, until I get to the point where he says his opinion and goes, I hate it, I love it. If he says he hates it, I'll watch the rest of the review. And, then it turns into but some people may like it for this and that situation, and then I may go watch it after the review. If he says he loves it, then I'll pause the video there, I'll go watch the movie, and then, like the next day usually, I'll end up watching the review. What else does, and Joe's got a lot of other videos. I don't watch a lot of his other videos that much. Oh, the Angry Joe Show video game news is definitely a must check that out. I'm not going to say a must watch. It's not for everybody, but you must check it out, at least for the simple fact that I don't think I know of any other kind of solid news, just straight news show about video games like that, other than what, some shit you're gonna see on the Monitor and GameStop. Like, just a straight-faced, but they have fun with it, reporting of all the news things to do with the video games. Pull over real quick so I can take a sip of my coffee. Safety first, fuck G Fuel. And with that, I we're gonna go to the honorable mentions category. Yes, honorable mentions. And we're gonna start off with 369 Dextro. 369 Dextro being the only other person I've ever seen on YouTube who can play video games with one hand. Well, this is a bit of a bitch. I've got a big ass cut on my thumb. But yeah, check out 369 Dextro. Not a good display of my one-handed skills, I must admit. But I do have like one video up. I plan on making more one-handed gaming videos. So stay tuned, subscribe so you know when those come out. Our next honorable mention is going to be a favorite of mine, a very humble dude. Definitely check out his channel, especially if you're a fan of any of the Fallout series. And, you know, give a like and a comment. He's liable to answer your comments. He puts aside time and makes a good effort to answer people's comments. Good old Mo, trapped in Fallout. The poor bastard, he's just stuck there. Trapped in Fallout, man. Hey, you could be in worse places, I suppose. Anyway, check out Trapped in Fallout's channel. Great stuff. It's everything you need to become a master of good old Fallout. And that moves us to our final honorable mention. The Angry Video Game Nerd. #1 in the honorable mentions. Now, I chose to put him in the honorable mentions because, you know, unless you're going to That's Entertainment regularly, and you're used to, you're into retro games. You know, I have a Sega Genesis, but it's the Mini. It has the games on it already, so I'm not going to That's Entertainment all the time to pick up new Sega Genesis games. But I do have a PS2, but, you know the Angry Video Game Nerd. You can't not know AVGN. So you know that he doesn't really do PS2 games, which I should. I think he should expand into that area now. Come on, 2022 nerd. But, so you see what I'm getting at. You're not regularly basing video game purchases off of watching an Angry Video Game Nerd video, but, you know, he is a definite king of YouTube gaming. Probably the king of YouTube gaming, technically. It's like the fucking, you know, OG grandfather of this shit. I mean, he's been here since day one. And he's still here, just making the great-ass videos, man. Gotta love the Angry Video Game Nerd. What else do I... And the Monster Madness, Cinemassacre Monster Madness. I love watching those on Halloween. Fucking, you know, the movie reviews, the Bored James, the James and Mike Mondays. All that shit's great. Fucking... I'm making a video game style Facebook review that is, I guess, inadvertently similar to Angry Video Game Nerd's That's Bullshit series. So stay tuned for that. Well, actually, check it out on the BitChute channel, because I guess I'm not going to upload it to YouTube, just because YouTube's so... YouTube. But yeah, so that's our top kings of YouTube gaming. And I guess, even though he's in the honored mentions category, Angry Video Game Nerd, the emperor of YouTube gaming. So if you somehow don't know of any of these channels, go and check these channels out, because these are the quintessential cream of the crop. This is Gamers Theory 101, I'm 101. Go check out the Facebook community group. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time. Peace, yo.